Hello and welcome to this mod spotlight on the Bonsai Trees Mod by Davenonymous. I'm Orpholos and let's jump right in. This is an excellent little mod. I really like it because it's a fairly simple idea that has just been executed really, really well. I particularly like it as a server admin because it takes one of the things that can really lag out a server, especially if lots of people are doing it, which is tree farms, and puts it into a one block space. So this is a bonsai pot. You can see the recipe in JEI, just like with anything else. And all it is 5 bricks, just like the recipe for a boat. There's another one, which we'll come onto in a bit. It's a hopping bonsai pot. It's just a hopper under a bonsai pot. So the recipes are super simple. You just put it down and try and put a tree in it. But it'll tell us we need some soil. And it'll list a few things to try. But to start off with, we're just going to try a bit of dirt. And funnily enough, that'll work. Put my oak sapling in, and bam, we have an oak tree growing. But this isn't any old oak tree. This is an oak bonsai tree. And if you know anything about bonsai trees, you'll know that what that means. It comes from a Japanese word, but it means it's a small version of a tree. So this tree is going to grow in a 2-high block space. We can look, because I've got, I think it's the one probe doing this. Whaler would also do it. And it's going to grow really quickly. There is something we pay for that. We'll come to it in a sec. But it's already grown to full. I can get my axe, any sort of axe. This is a tinker's hatchet. Right click, and I get not very much. So all I got then was 3 sticks. But it's growing again. And pretty soon, it'll be back up to 100. And there's a reasonable chance this time I'll get some wood. I could speed this up with some bone meal. Just grab some quickly. And there we go. That time I got a single piece of oak wood. I'm just going to bone meal this up. And you see it goes straight up to 100. Grab a bit more wood. But let's just run over here. Because of course our oak sapling isn't the only thing we can grow. It's going to work with all the vanilla saplings. And they're going to grow just as fast. But we saw a list of different dirt types, right? Different soils that we can put in. Now, actually, for these types of trees, most of those won't work. I've been testing a bit, and actually, you can look it up in JEI. Grass is the next one to try. So I've got a little test station up over here just to show what the difference is. So I'm going to put the same sapling in both of these as close together as I can. And you'll be able to see, notice I put the one in the dirt first. So that got a bit of a head start. But just look which one is growing faster. And it's actually growing a slightly taller tree anyway. But you see this one's at 56, 62. The one in the grass is growing slightly faster. It's not a lot, just a little bit. It'll be of more use when you're doing lots of them. And you'll also get a higher spawn chance. And if we could just put a couple more these saplings in there, and they'll grow, any of the vanilla saplings are obviously going to work. There were a couple of others. If we kept clicking, it says try green slimy grass, magma slimy dirt, purple slimy grass, blue slimy dirt, endstone. There you go. There's the one I was waiting for. And if we kept going, it will eventually say Netherrack, and Endstone. Now, I've hit a bit of a problem in this pack. These two, the sand and the Netherrack, don't work. I think that's just because I don't have any trees in All Mods Free Remix that will plant on either of them. The Endstone does work. You can plant chorus fruit on it. I've got that set up just over there. Chorus fruit takes a lot longer. This is actually a full 5 minutes. So I set it up earlier and we've still not got very much. I'm just going to have to sleep. Now, all that slimy dirt, let's just take a quick look in JEI. You can right click on any of this slimy dirt or slimy grass, and it'll show you what it's used for. If you find the Bonsai Trees tab, you can see what you can grow on it and what products you'll get. If you hover over the dirt, you can see the grow time and the drop chance. If instead of doing the dirt, you right click on the sapling, and again, find the Bonsai Trees one, you can see all of the types of dirt it can be used with and which one is the best. So that's also how I worked out what could be used with the vanilla saplings. So I right click on the oak sapling, go to the Bonsai Trees, it only shows dirt and grass. I did try it with coarse dirt. Yeah, just as an experiment. Coarse dirt, click on the thing, just doesn't work. Yeah, if it's not in the list, it's not going to work. See, that's not the most fun part of the mod. I mean, these are really brilliant for putting around your base for decoration, but it's not a brilliant way of automating the gathering of wood. That's where that second recipe for the hopping bonsai pot comes in. And over here I've got a chest, nothing in it. I'm going to put a hopping bonsai pot on top. I've got a bit of grass, and I've got an oak sapling. This time, I'm not going to need to harvest my oak sapling. I'm just going to speed it up a little bit. Oh, okay, no, it doesn't seem to do anything on a hopping pot. There's all sorts of things about this can be changed in the configs, by the way. Speed of growth and drop percentages. You notice, as soon as that was grown, it harvested itself. And that will have dumped the product, because it doesn't do very much, but it dumped it in the chest. So you can think of it as a very slow, but a very slow tree farm. So it won't do it quickly, but it'll just run all the time. And it won't lag out the server. So watch it, and there you go. Another bit of wood and 2 sticks that time. And that'll just keep going. Over here, I have set up, so this is a purple slime sapling with magma slimy grass. Magma slimy grass is the best of the slimy grasses. This is why I chose it. And you see how ridiculously quickly this is going. Again, if we just look in JEI quickly, at the magma slimy grass, you'll see that has a 300% drop chance, and the grow time is down at 12.5% of normal. So it grows ridiculously quickly and drops 300% of the normal drops. But if you look at the recipes for it, well, you'll see it doesn't have any. So the only way to get that is to find it in the world. Makes it a little more, which makes it a little bit tricky to get. So you have to go to the Nether and just look for it. That's why it's so good, really. You can't make it. The only slimy grass you can make is the green stuff. And it's not too hard to make. You just put 4 slime balls around a grass block. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. So this is just showing off something else. It doesn't have to be a chest you put your hopping thing over. You can put it over a storage drawer. So here I chose a 4 bay storage drawer, so it will put all the different things into there. So this has been going a little while, so it's already got quite a lot. We've already had a look at the end stone one. This does also, if you look again at JAI, all this information is in JAI. You know, there's few mods in Minecraft more useful than JAI, but it does also drop ender pearls with a 1% chance. So every 100 times it grows, one of those, it'll drop an ender chance. And you see, chorus fruit, it usually takes 5 minutes to grow this bonsai. So, not a very high chance. I've so far got 9 chorus fruit, 3 popped chorus fruit. So it's going to take a while. And the only soil that works with is endstone, so there's no real way of speeding it up either. Now, over here, it's just a little demonstration of how you might, another way you might set this up if you're, integrating with other mods. So here we've got a set of hopping bonsai pots. Again, also showing a bit more of modded. So we've got a couple of vanilla saplings here, an oak and a birch. We've got a grapefruit sapling. That is from Binny's Extra Trees. And the great thing about, one of the really great things about that is that gives us grapefruits, which we can eat. Just like apples. And I mean, you can also cook with them, things like that. Oh, that's in the wrong place. That should be there. Oh, well, we're going to have to worry about that one later. Oh, that sounded like a zombie. Oh, well. We've got bamboo sapling. Where did the bamboo sapling come from? Let's have a quick look. That is from Biomes of Plenty. Again, so another modded one, just showing, lots of things do work. This one is a Tree of Time sapling from the Twilight Forest. So it grows in this fine and you get all the drops. The Twilight Forest ones that have special effects on the world around them don't have those effects when they're in the bonsai pot, but otherwise they do grow fine and they look pretty awesome. One thing Twilight Forest is really good at is looking awesome, definitely. And finally, possibly one of the most useful ones of all, because there's not many mods that can successfully grow an IC2 rubber tree and actually harvest the sticky resin from it. IC2 sticky resin is very useful stuff and not very easy to automatically harvest. But these hopping bonsai pots do it perfectly well. I've just got them going into this item duct from Thermal Dynamics, which feeds into a drawer controller from storage drawers, which just sorts them into these drawers. And just a bit of extra fun, I've put an external storage going into this very basic refined storage system. So all of that is accessible from this crafting grid. Easy peasy. So if I want some planks, I can just grab them out of here. Boom. So yeah, this is just a brilliant mod. All the other information you should need is there in JAI. And I just want to say thanks to Davenonymous for making this excellent mod. And can check out more Minecraft videos, and there will be more Minecraft spotlights coming on my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.